Yo, what is up? So in this tutorial, we're gonna go ahead and make our item particle system. So in Souls-likes, instead of kind of like in RPGs, they'll just have items sitting around and they tend to just look how they're gonna look. So in a lot of Souls-likes, they tend to do this kind of a thing for their items, where they just have a little particle and you don't really know what it is until you pick it up. So yeah, that's what we're gonna be doing in this part. We're gonna be adding this. You can do it the other way if you want to. You can just not do this part if you would rather it look how it's gonna look. But for a lot of Souls likes, this is how they do it. So yeah, let's just hop into it. Alright, so we're gonna go into our contents, we're gonna go into our particle settings, we're gonna right click, and we're gonna make we're gonna go to where's it at? Effects. We're gonna make a Niagara system, and we're gonna make a new system from selected emitters. Can we add more than one? We can. Okay, so let me pull up my reference. We need 3 different particles here. So first one is gonna be a single looping particle. Let's find single looping particle. We're gonna add that. And we need hanging particles. So let's find our hanging particles. We're gonna add that. And we need a static beam. So let's find that. Static beam. We'll add that. Then we'll finish that. We're gonna call this item particle underscore ns. So we'll open this guy up and we'll see how that's looking. We're definitely gonna have to change some things about it. It's compiling. Yeah, that does not look anything like what we need. So compile, save. First thing, let's go to the static beam because we have a warning on it. And let's see. So for me, all I had to do on the other one was just fix issues and it went away. Come down to where the warnings are and just fix issues. And if anything comes up later, we'll fix them. So I'm just gonna uncheck these two. We're gonna go to the single looping particle first. And I'm gonna just pull this particle into the world so we can get more of an idea of how it's looking. So for now, that doesn't look too bad, but it should be brighter. That's kind of already what we want out of it. We just want it to be a little brighter. So let's go to initialize particle, I think. Let's just test around. I'm not a big particle guy, so I'm not super familiar with all this stuff. So yeah, looks like we have everything we need. Spawn burst, maybe. Spawn count, maybe 10. Yeah, that brightened it up a bit, right? Yeah, we'll make that 10. Brighten it up a bit. I think that's all we really need to do for that one. So let's go to our hanging particles. And yeah, this is way too far. So let's see what all I got on this one. Let's go to shape location. Box size, we're gonna make this like way smaller. Set it to like 50 for now. All around, maybe even a little smaller. Let's try like 20. On the box size. And let's see. Let's go to... It's not too bad, but make it a little smaller, maybe 15 on box size. Yeah, something more like that. And let's go to initialize particle. Let's see. You can change the sprite size. You can have some be a lot smaller. Let's say do 0.5 to 3.5. Um, and let's go to spawn rate. Right now it's at 50. Let's see what 100 looks like. It's quite a bit. We can leave it at 50. That's probably fine. Probably fine. Let's go to wind force. Let's see. Wind speed. What if we put Z to 100? Or Z to... Let's try Z to 5. Okay, so that makes it go down. Let's try -5. It's kind of cool. Yeah, you know, you can just kind of play with some values. Try -1. I want to try to make it just kind of go up a little bit more, you know? It's not too bad. It just stopped there for a minute, so let's figure out why that is. Let's see what it does. Yeah, so it dies. Let's go to initialize particle. What if we set both of these to 0? Does that make it infinite? No. Okay. Let's reset those. 1 to 2. Let's see. Particle state. Kill particles when lifetime has elapsed. Let's turn that off and see if it stops that thing where it just disappears for a second. No, it didn't. That infinitely lived. Particles die when emitter deactivated. Let's see what loop particles lifetime does. Okay, that didn't seem to do it. It's actually doing it in the world too. Looks like our circle is doing it as well. Just check. Well, as far as I can tell, in the world, it's not doing it. Seems to just be going infinitely with no real kill in it. Might just be something it does in the Niagara system. So let's go back to initialize particle. I'm gonna set the lifetime max to 5. Or I forget what it was. Maybe it was like 8 or something like that. We'll set it to 5 for now. Check that again. Make sure it's not dying in the world. Looks like some of those particles are a little big too. So let's go to the sprite size. I'm gonna set the max to like 2. Not too bad. Let's go to the turbulence. What happens if we set this to 1? Kind of hangs in place a little bit more. Kind of want to make the box size a little bit smaller though, so let's go to initialize particle. Or no, let's go to, where was it? Shape location. Make the box scale. Let's try 8 on all 3 axes here. Yeah, make it hang right around the ball a little bit more. Something like that. Okay, it just killed there for a minute, but let's just see if it does it again. Okay. I think we should be good. Okay, so yeah, you can mess with this, you know, try to get something more of what you want. Just play with some of the values. So let's turn on the static beam right here. So this definitely does not look how we want. It's blue, it's shooting off to the side. So, and it's shooting off in bursts. Spawn beam, let's see, beam width. Beam emitter setup. Beam and let's try setting the Z to 200 and the X to 0. Now it's shooting up like how we want. So let's see. Spawn count. Maybe. Let's try setting that to 500. No. Go 100. Let's go to the color. We're gonna make the color just white. Solve forces and velocity. Beam width. Let's just see what we need. Lifetime. What if we set it to 0? Does that make it infinite? No. Doesn't. 1. Spawn time to 1. Set that back. We want it to kind of just stay there. So that's what we need to find. Lifetime? What if we set that to 0? Does that make it infinite? No. Sprite size, let's change this to like 2 on the X, 1 on the X. That doesn't seem to be doing anything. What if we set 1 on the Y? No. Let's see. Let me check, make sure I didn't add anything else to this. Looks like I didn't. We just gotta get the settings right. So particle. Let's turn this off, see what this does. Kill particle. Loop particle lifetime, let's see what that does. Keeps it going a little bit more. Let's see. Lifetime 0.1. Okay. 0.01. Go back to initialize or where was it? Particle state. What if we turn that off? Okay. Maybe we leave that. Okay, this seemed to be more of what we wanted. That one checked. It stays, but it's kind of doing a little bit of a weird spawn thing. So let's see. Lifetime 0.0001. Yeah, it's got a weird strobe effect, so that's not what we want. See what this does. No. Emitter state, loop duration. What if we set this to 0.1? Okay, that seems to be a lot closer. So let's go back to the particle state and turn this off. Okay, we'll go back. It's really, really bright. And it's still kind of... This seems to be closer, but we need to make it brighter. So spawn... Burst setup. 500... 2000... No. Set that back. Let's see. Beam emitter setup. Initialize particle. Spawn beam. Beam width. See what this does. Pull this guy down. Thins it up a bit. Solve forces and velocity. Let's see. Change the loop duration to 0.01. That brightened it up a bit. What if we set it to 0.001? It's a little brighter. Let's try spawn time 0.1. What does that do? Nope. Set that back to 0. What the sprite size is doing? Nothing. We'll just set that back. Let's see. What if we turn this down? We'll turn that down to there. Solve forces. Let's set the Z to something smaller, like 50. We don't really need it going super, super high in the air. All we really need now is to make it a bit brighter. If we go to color, is there anything else in here we can do to brighten it up? Ah, there we go. We turn the alpha up on the color. That helps. That helps. We'll set it to try 50. Not too bad. I think that's bright enough. Let's go to the beam width again. Try to make this look a little bit more how we want it. You can mess with the curve to shape it out a bit. Set this guy back. And let's see. Let this ease in or pulse out. Drop off? No. Ease. Pulse out seems to be closer, but not quite. See what this one is. No. New. No. We'll go with this one right here, but just kind of play with the curve a little bit. Set this guy Something more like that. I want this guy to come in though. Like that. Oh god. Not that. Mess with this curve. It's a lot closer, but I want the bottom. Want the bottom to come in. Let's just reset this real quick. How do we just add a point? Add key. You can add a key. Zoom to fit. Doesn't give us the little curve thing though. Let's grab, just go to one of these, the template. Bring that back down. Come down here. Reset that. Close to what I'm looking for. I mean, honestly, this is fine, but I'm being picky. Pull this guy back. Kind of pull these things around, see what they do. Something like that. Something like that. Yeah, I think that's about what I was looking for. Wanted the bottom to not completely fill the circle. It's kind of what I was looking for. So, yeah, now that we got that set up, let's just add this to our base item. So blueprint, items, base item. And we're just gonna add a Niagara system, Niagara particle system. We're gonna call this item particle. Oh, whoops. Let me fix that. Item particle. And this is gonna be our item particle Niagara system. So now, when we pull our base item into the world, we get particle system we just made. So yeah, that's about what I was looking for. So yeah, this part's optional. You don't have to do the whole particle setup if you don't want to, but I just wanted to show this as an option. So yeah, we're gonna call it here for this one. If you like the video, hit the like button. If you're new around here, definitely subscribe. If you have any questions, let me know those down in the comments. And I'll see you in the next one. Peace out.